Did you know that the average office worker spends about 2.5 hours per week in small talk with colleagues? That's more than 100 hours every year.
Wow, that's a lot of time. I remember when I first started working in an English speaking office, I was so nervous about making small talk. Every Monday morning, I would hide near my desk, hoping no one would talk to me.
Oh, I've been there too, Amy. I remember once a colleague asked me, "How was your weekend?" And I just said, "Yes." I didn't understand the question properly, and it was so embarrassing.
But here's the thing, listeners. Office small talk is like a bridge that connects you with your colleagues. Each phrase you learn is a plank that makes your bridge stronger and longer. Soon, you'll be crossing from feeling nervous to feeling confident in conversations.
That's so true, Amy. Think of small talk as the key that opens the door to friendships and better working relationships. Without it, you might feel isolated, but with it, you become part of the team.
By learning these 70 English phrases for office small talk, you'll feel more confident at work. You'll build stronger relationships with your colleagues, and you might even enjoy coming to work more.
And these phrases aren't just for the office. You can use them in many social situations, at parties, or when meeting new people. They're practical, everyday phrases that will make your English sound more natural. Hi, everyone. I'm John, and I'm here with my co-host, Amy.
Hello, listeners. I'm Amy. When I first started working in an international company, I struggled with small talk. I remember one time my colleagues were talking about football, and I didn't understand anything they were saying.
I can relate to that, Amy. When I worked in London, my colleagues would often ask about my plans for the weekend, and I never knew what to say. I wish I had these phrases back then.
That's why we're here today. We'll provide you with practical, easy to use phrases that will help you feel more comfortable in office conversations.
Before we start, if you find this episode helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to FluentHub English. It really helps us reach more learners like you. Let's begin with our first role play. In this scene, Amy and I will be two colleagues meeting on Monday morning at the office coffee machine. I'll be playing Mark, and Amy will be Sarah. Scene 1. Monday morning at the coffee machine.
Good morning, Mark. How was your weekend?
Good morning, Sarah. It was great, thanks. I went to the cinema with my family. How about you?
Sounds nice. I just relaxed at home. The weather was too hot to go outside.
I know what you mean. It was very hot. Did you do anything special?
Not really. I watched some movies and read a book. Nothing exciting.
That sounds relaxing. Is it Monday already? The weekend goes so fast.
Tell me about it. I'm not ready for this week. I have so much work to do.
Me too. But first, I need coffee. Do you want some?
Yes, please. That would be great. I'm still half asleep.
Here you go. So, do you have any meetings today?
I have a meeting with the boss at 11. What about you?
I have a team meeting at 10. I hope it doesn't last too long.
Well, good luck with your meeting. I should get back to my desk. See you later.
See you later, Mark. Have a good day.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown.
John, let's look at some important phrases from this conversation. First, how was your weekend? This is a very common question on Monday morning. It's a friendly way to start a conversation with colleagues.
Amy. Next, I went to the cinema with my family. This is a simple way to talk about your weekend activities. You can replace cinema with other places, like park, restaurant, or shopping mall.
John, another useful phrase is, the weather was too hot to go outside. This helps you talk about the weather, which is a very common small talk topic. You can change it to too cold, too rainy, or too windy, depending on the situation.
Amy, is it Monday already? The weekend goes so fast.
And John, and finally, I'm still half asleep. This is a humorous way to say you're tired in the morning. It's a common expression that shows you're not fully awake yet.
Do you want some coffee?
I have a meeting at 11.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Great. Now, let's practice some of these phrases. Repeat after me. How was your weekend? I went to the cinema with my family. The weather was too hot to go outside. The weekend goes so fast. I'm still half asleep. Do you want some coffee? I have a meeting at 11. Have a good day. Great. Now try to use these phrases in your own sentences. Think about how you would answer if someone asked about your weekend. Scene 2. Lunch break in the office cafeteria. For our second role play, Amy and I will be colleagues having lunch together in the office cafeteria. I'll be playing David, and Amy will be Lisa. John. Hi, Lisa. Do you mind if I join you?
Hi, David. Of course not. Please sit down.
Thanks. What are you having for lunch today?
I brought my own lunch today. I made a salad. What about you?
I bought a sandwich from the cafe downstairs. It looks good, but it's a bit expensive.
I know what you mean. The food here is quite expensive. That's why I usually bring my own lunch.
That's a good idea. Maybe I should start doing that too. How was your morning?
It was busy. I had a lot of emails to answer. What about you?
My morning was okay. I had a meeting with the new client. It went well.
That's great to hear. Are you working on anything interesting this afternoon?
I need to finish the monthly report. It's a bit boring, but it has to be done.
I understand. I have to prepare a presentation for tomorrow. I'm a little nervous about it.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do great. You always give good presentations.
Thank you. That means a lot. Well, I should get back to work. See you later.
See you later, Lisa. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown. Let's look at some key phrases from this conversation. First, do you mind if I join you? This is a polite way to ask if you can sit with someone or join their conversation. It's much friendlier than just sitting down without asking.
Next, what are you having for lunch today? This is a great question for starting a conversation during lunchtime. You can also ask, what did you bring for lunch? Or, where did you get your food?
Another useful phrase is, I brought my own lunch today. This means you made food at home and brought it to work. Many people do this to save money or eat healthier food.
How was your morning? Is a simple way to continue the conversation. It shows you're interested in your colleague's day and gives them a chance to share their experiences.
And finally, I'm a little nervous about it. This is a good way to express your feelings about something you have to do, like a presentation or meeting. It's okay to share your feelings with colleagues you know well.
Guided practice. Amy, now let's practice these lunchtime phrases. Repeat after me. Do you mind if I join you? What are you having for lunch today? I brought my own lunch today. How was your morning? I had a meeting with the new client. Are you working on anything interesting this afternoon? I'm a little nervous about it. Excellent. Now imagine you're having lunch with a colleague. How would you start a conversation? Try to create your own short dialogue using these phrases. Scene 3. Chatting at the water cooler. For our third role play, Amy and I will be colleagues taking a short break at the water cooler. I'll be playing Tom, and Amy will be Emma. Hi, Emma. Taking a short break?
Hi, Tom. Yes, I needed to stretch my legs a bit. I've been sitting at my desk all morning.
I know how you feel. Sometimes you just need to stand up and walk around for a few minutes.
Exactly. How's your day going so far?
It's been pretty busy. I have a deadline tomorrow, so I'm working on a big project.
Oh, I understand. Deadlines can be stressful. Do you need any help?
That's very kind of you, but I think I'm okay for now. Thanks for offering.
No problem. Let me know if you change your mind. By the way, are you going to the team dinner on Friday?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Are you going?
Yes, I think so. It should be fun. A lot of people from our team will be there.
That sounds good. Maybe I will go then. Where is the restaurant?
It's that new Italian place downtown. Have you been there before?
No, I haven't. I've heard good things about it, though.
Yes, the food is supposed to be excellent. Well, I should get back to work. Good luck with your project.
Thanks, Emma. See you later. Vocabulary and phrase breakdown. Let's examine some important phrases from this conversation. First, taking a short break. This is a friendly way to acknowledge that someone is resting from work. It's a good conversation starter at the water cooler or coffee area.
Next, I needed to stretch my legs a bit. This means you needed to walk around after sitting for a long time. It's a common expression used in offices.
Another useful phrase is, how's your day going so far? This is a simple way to ask about someone's day. You can use this at any time during the workday.
Deadlines can be stressful. This shows you understand how your colleague feels. It's good to show empathy when someone is talking about work pressure.
And finally, let me know if you change your mind. This is a friendly way to keep the offer open. It shows you're willing to help in the future if needed.
Guided practice. Now, let's practice these water cooler phrases. Repeat after me. Taking a short break? I needed to stretch my legs a bit. How's your day going so far? Deadlines can be stressful. Do you need any help? Are you going to the team dinner on Friday? I've heard good things about it.
Great job! Now think about a short break you might take at work. How would you start a conversation with a colleague? Try to create your own dialogue.
Scene 4. Office birthday celebration.
For our final role play, Amy and I will be colleagues celebrating a coworker's birthday in the office. I'll be playing Michael, and Amy will be Jennifer.
Hi, Michael. Are you coming to Sarah's birthday celebration?
Hi, Michael. Yes, I am. I brought a small gift for her. Did you get her anything?
Yes, I bought her a book. I hope she likes it. What time does the celebration start?
It starts at 3:30 in the conference room. I can't wait to try the cake.
Me too. Sarah mentioned that it's chocolate cake, which is my favorite.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I love chocolate cake too. How long have you known Sarah?
I've worked with her for about 2 years. She's always been very kind and helpful.
I agree. She's one of the nicest people in our office. Do you know how old she is today?
I think she's turning 30, but I'm not sure. We shouldn't ask her age anyway. It's not polite.
You're right. Age is a sensitive topic for some people. Look, there's the cake now.
Wow, it looks amazing. There are so many candles on it.
Yes, and they're lighting them now. Let's go stand with everyone else. Okay. After we sing happy birthday, I want to get some coffee. Would you like some?
Yes, please. That would be nice. This is such a fun celebration.
Well, let's join the others. Happy birthday, Sarah.
Vocabulary and phrase breakdown. Amy, let's look at some key phrases from this conversation. First, are you coming to Sarah's birthday celebration? This is a friendly way to invite someone or check if they're attending an event. You can replace birthday celebration with other events like team meeting or office party.
Next, I brought a small gift for her. This is a simple way to talk about a present you bought for someone. You can also say, I got her a small gift, or I have a small gift for her.
Another useful phrase is, I can't wait to try the cake. This shows excitement about something that's going to happen. You can use this structure for other things too, like I can't wait to see the movie or I can't wait to start my vacation.
How long have you known Sarah? This is a good question to ask to learn more about someone's relationship with another person. It's a common small talk question.
And finally, it's not polite means something is not considered good manners. In many English-speaking cultures, asking about age, especially for women, is considered impolite.
Guided practice. Now let's practice these celebration phrases. Repeat after me. Are you coming to the birthday celebration? I brought a small gift for her. I can't wait to try the cake. How long have you known her? She's one of the nicest people in our office. Would you like some coffee? It's nice to take a break from work. Excellent work! Now imagine you're at an office celebration. How would you talk to your colleagues? Try to create your own short conversation using these phrases. John, let's quickly review what we've learned so far. We've covered 70 English phrases for office small talk in 4 different situations.
Amy, first, we practiced Monday morning conversations at the coffee machine. We learned how to talk about weekends, the weather, and the workday ahead.
Next, we looked at lunch break conversations in the office cafeteria. We learned how to talk about food, our work mornings, and plans for the afternoon.
Next, we role-played chatting at the water cooler. We practiced talking about breaks, deadlines, and social events outside of work.
Finally, we discussed office birthday celebrations. We learned how to talk about gifts, food, and relationships with colleagues.
All these phrases will help you feel more confident in office conversations. Remember to practice them regularly.
Listener challenge. Now it's your turn. We have a challenge for you. In the comments below, write a short conversation between two colleagues using at least 3 phrases you learned today.
We'll read as many comments as we can and give you feedback on your English. This is a great way to practice what you've learned today.
To wrap up, remember that office small talk doesn't have to be difficult. With the right phrases and some practice, you can build better relationships with your colleagues.
We've covered 70 English phrases that will help you in different office situations, from Monday mornings to birthday celebrations. Use them, practice them, and make them your own.
Thank you for joining us on FluentHub English today. If you found this episode helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more English learning content.
Join us next time when we'll be talking about English phrases for shopping. Until then, keep practicing and stay confident.
Goodbye.